Oh my god, I've been muted this whole time. I've been muted this whole time. Thanks for coming to the stream. This has been a train wreck and a half. "38 minutes. 38 minutes. I'm going to pretend that that 38 minutes did not happen, and we are starting over from the beginning. Except speedrun time. Let's go. Hi, so I'm Artis, and we are going over the Pokemon that were introduced in Generation 8, aka Sword and Shield. I'm not going to be negative about the Pokemon species themselves, because we're just talking about the species themselves, their designs, their Pokédex entries and stuff, and yeah, I know I've been negative about Sword and Shield in the past, but we're going to... I don't really have a lot of negative things to say about the Pokemon species themselves. Oh my god, I thought I was unmuted. I thought I was unmuted that whole time. Anyways, let's start with Grooky. Okay, Grooky, it's a monkey. It has Overgrowth, it has Grassy Surge, blah 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 blah. When it uses special attack to strike up a beat, the sound waves produce carry revitalizing energy for plants and flowers. It attacks with rapid beats of its stick. It has a drum motif. It has music. That's cool, I guess. It's a monkey. It's cute. You gotta love it. Doesn't really have a lot of interesting moves about it other than, like, branch poke. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a monkey. It's something. Thwacky. It's a bigger monkey. The middle evolutions are, like, trying to be edgy, but they're not cute anymore, but they're not, like, terrifying enough to be like, oh, that's a ferocious Pokemon. So they're stuck in the middle. It's classified as the beat Pokemon. Grassy Surge again. The faster Thwacky can beat out rhythm with its two sticks, the more respect it wins from its peers. That's cool. When drumming out its rapid beats in battle, it also gets caught up in the rhythm that it won't even notice that it's already knocked out the Pokemon. It still has Branch Poke, but it doesn't really have a lot of other moves to write home about. This evolutionary line focuses on... Does it focus on attack? It looks like it's spread out between speed and attack. Okay, that's something I didn't go over. Or tried to go over, but I failed because I was muted! I didn't put on music again. Great. Okay, well, all that whole 40-ish minutes, whatever, that's getting cut out anyways, so I don't care that much. The end result is what I care most about. Alright, Rillaboom, here we go. Same abilities as before. It's classified as the drummer Pokemon. Still the music motif. By drumming, it taps into the power of the special tree stump. The roots of the stump follow its direction in battle. The one with the best drumming techniques becomes the boss of the troop. It has gentle disposition and values harmony among its group. Cool. Gigantamax energy has caused Rillaboom's stump to grow into a drum set that resembles a forest. Okay. Rillaboom has become one of the forest of drums and continues to lay down beats that shake all of Galar. Okay, it has drum beating. Does that... Okay, that does have... That does actually seem like a good move. because it's 80 power and slows down the target speed stat. That's pretty good. All right, let's go over its Gigantamax form. I do not like the starter evolutions Gigantamax forms because they stay pretty much the same size, but then their environment around them gets big. Like, that just turns to a big drum set, but then he stays the same. I don't like that. It's not interesting. Like, I don't know. I'm not a fan of the starter Gigantamax forms. They're not that interesting. Scorbunny! This is a familiar Pokemon because I used the shiny one because someone was kind enough to give me a shiny in the first stream of the game that I did. Oh yeah, I also said it's something else that was cut out because, like, I was muted. Yeah, I'm more used to the shiny Pokemon because someone traded it to me. I feel like I was gonna say something else, but then I lost track. Oh well. Oh well. Libero. Libero is such a good ability compared to Grooky's, I feel like, because it changes the Pokemon's type to the type of the move that it's about to use. I like that. That's neat. It's different from other hidden abilities that other starters have, I feel. A warm-up of running around gets fire energy coursing through this Pokemon's body. Once that happens, it's ready to fight at full power. I'm gonna skip this song because this has lyrics, even though it's Pokemon related. So yeah, that makes sense because it's a soccer player. It's a soccer player motif. It has special pads on the back of its feet and one on its nose. Once it's ready to fight, these pads radiate tremendous heat. Makes sense. It doesn't have anything that you would think, like it doesn't have any special moves to write home about, I feel. And it's a rabbit. It's classified as the rabbit Pokemon. Raboot. Also, apologies if I'm still dropping frames. It looks like I'm still dropping frames. Oh well. So the thing about Raboot is I'm actually more used to the shiny Pokemon variant because I was traded a shiny Pokemon and then I hardly ever saw this. But yeah, shiny Pokemon is cool. I like the white fur on its, like, overall design thing. Still the rabbit Pokemon. It still has Libero. Its thick and fluffy fur protects it from the cold and enables it to use hot fur. Hotter fire moves. Makes sense, because fur is fluffy and gets you hot, and more heat means more fire. It kicks berries right off the branches of trees and then juggles them with its feet, practicing its footwork. Makes sense, because it's a soccer player rabbit thing. Doesn't have any special moves to write home about. We're moving on. I'm trying to speedrun this as fast as possible because we already burned a lot of time with that mess up earlier, with me being muted. Cinderace. It's a giant rabbit. Soccer player thing. I do not like the stub hands. The stub hands can go away. Just make it have, like... I don't even know what you could even fix about that. I say that you could just give it normal hands, but, like... not even that would fix that whole problem, because that would just make it look weird. Because a lot of people complain about the Pokemon looking too human-esque already. Especially the starters. So, I don't know. I don't know what you could fix about that, but I don't like the stub hand. It looks weird. It juggles a pebble with its feet, turning it into a burning soccer ball. Its shots strike opponents hard and leaves them scorched. It's skilled at both offense and defense and gets pumped up when cheered on. But if it starts showboating, it could put itself in a tough spot. Yes, if you gloat too much, then you can't focus on the game. Now, the thing with this one's, I almost said Mega Evolution. I'm so sad. This thing's Gigantamax form is it doesn't grow at all. It just gets a fireball under its feet, and then its ears grow. That's weird. I don't... Again, I just don't like the starter evolutions got Gigantamax forms. They don't really fit because the Pokemon itself isn't getting big. Instead, the thing below it gets big. Except for the fact that, like, regular Cinderace would Dynamax into just a bigger Cinderace. I don't know, I don't like it. Not really anything to write home about, except for the fact that it learns Pyro Ball, because, you know, Soccer Rabbit. And also, it's able to learn Electro Ball, which it's another ball move. Cinderace's line seems to focus on attack and speed, which, fair enough. Sobble! I'm sad that this is also a singular type, because they set it up in the initial trailer perfectly to be, like, a water ghost type, because it, like, dissolved in the water or something. Anyways, it has the ability Sniper. The powers up critical hit moves, or the power up critical hit moves is increased from 225% rather than 150%. I like that. That's neat. That's different. When scared, this Pokemon cries. Its tears are packed a chemical punch of 100 onions, and its attackers won't be able to resist weeping. Makes sense, because when you see a cute Pokemon like this crying, it makes you want to cry. When it gets wet, its skin changes color, and this Pokemon becomes invisible as if it were camouflaged. That is a straight up lie, because you can hit it with all kinds of water type moves and it will not change color. And also, you can throw it onto water field thing, like in battle, and it won't change. So yeah, that's a complete lie. Drizzile! Same stuff as before. Nothing to write home about in the moves. And let's go over the Pokédex entry. A clever combatant, this Pokemon uses water balloons created with moisture secreted in it from its palms. Now, that is a straight up lie, because there's no moves like that. I mean, you could argue that Water Pulse is kind of like that, but that's not really a water balloon. So yeah, that's a straight up lie, Pokédex. Why you lie so much? Why you gotta lie? Okay. So this line seems to focus on special attack and speed. And also, it's highly intelligent but very lazy, and it keeps enemies out of its territory by laying traps everywhere. There's not really a lot of trapping moves that it learns, I feel like. Yeah, I don't know. Not really a lot of that. So really, both the Pokédex entries lied for Drizzile. I really like the shiny for Inteleon. And also Inteleon's design, I just like it in general because it's a secret agent. It's a lizard. Why not combine the two? That's cool. I know a lot of people give the starters of this gen a lot of hate for being, well, really any gen for being more and more human-like. But I don't know, I like Inteleon. It's cool. It's a super secret spy agent lizard thing. I like it. Okay, so let's go over the Pokédex because this is all pretty much the same, except it's the secret agent Pokemon instead of the water lizard Pokemon. It has many hidden capabilities, such as fingertips that can shoot out water and a membrane on its back that it can use to glide through the air. And it's nictitating, I don't know. I already went over this in the scrap thing, whatever, when I was muted. This is a word that should not be in this Pokédex entry because this is a kids game and that's not a word that's common at all, and no one uses that, really. It just means, like, eyeballs. They could have just said, it's eyeballs, let it pick out its foe's weak points, so it can precisely blast them with water that it shoots from its fingertips at Mach 3, instead of using this ridiculous word. Silly. And then, Gigantamax Pokédex entries. This is about where I found out I was muted. So, yeah, let's keep going. The Gigantamax Inteleon's water gun fires at Mach 7. As the Pokemon takes aim, it uses the crest on its head to gauge wind and temperature. Why specify water gun? Because water gun isn't even a good move. You could have just said snipe shot. Because that's a move that you get immediately upon evolving. You're very likely to not have water gun at this stage when you evolve it. Oh well. And it has excellent sniping skills. Shooting a berry rolling along over 9 miles away is a piece of cake for this Pokemon. Not really a lot to write home about, except for the fact that in the Pokédex entry it says fingertips that can shoot water, and lo and behold, snipe shot, it shoots out like finger gun. I like that. That's neat. I think that's fun. Now, here's the negative thing about Inteleon. Once again, it's not the actual Pokemon that gets big when it Gigantamaxes. It's just its tail that it stands on top of. But that's silly. That's silly. It has like a harpoon gun that it's firing at the enemy. That's silly, and I kind of like that. But the fact that it's, I don't know, the whole standing on its tail thing is weird. But I do kind of get it. It's just, I don't like the starter Gigantamax forms. Alright, now for a brand new Pokemon that we haven't gone over yet. That is a weird shiny. Squirrel! It's a Squirrel Pokemon. Is it actually called? No, it's the cheeky Pokemon. Oh. Okay, so it's found throughout the Galar region. This Pokemon becomes uneasy if its cheeks are ever completely out of berries. Oh, so it's really just a glutton. Oh, it even has gluttony as one of its abilities. Cool. Also, once again, apologies for the frame droppage. Man, maybe I really should have rescheduled for another day. I'm just tired of having to reschedule this stream specifically. But man, the internet has been terrible tonight. Like, what the heck? Oh well. It eats berries nonstop, a habit that has made it more resilient than it looks. It'll show up on farms searching for yet more berries. It's a squirrel. There's not really a lot to say about it. they've already done Squirrel Pokemon. In fact, they've done Squirrel Pokemon... I mean, they did Pachirisu, but is Emolga a squirrel or is it a sugar glider? Because it could be just a flying squirrel. Hang on. I'm actually going to look it up quick. Because, you know, I haven't burned enough time. Emolga. You are considered... Sky Squirrel. Okay, so yeah, it's a squirrel. So yeah, they've already done squirrels before. So why do you need another squirrel? Oh well. I mean, I guess those squirrels were electric type, meanwhile this is a normal type, so... whatever. Not really a lot to write home about because it's normal type beginning area Pokemon. Greedent. I do not like this fat squirrel. It has major creeper energy. And also it's just too fat. It's too fat for its own good. How is it even supposed to battle like that? Like, when you're in battle, you want to be fighting fit. Be able to move around. But this thing, it looks slow as heck. Yeah, its speed is 20. It's slow as heck. Okay. Same stuff as before. It has squirrel abilities. Cheek pouch and gluttony. It shares berries. Oh, stashes. It doesn't share anything. It's a glutton. It stashes berries in its tail. So many berries that they fall out constantly. But this Pokemon is a bit slow-witted, so it doesn't notice the loss. That's not the only way it's slow, going by its speed stat. Common throughout the Pokemon, the Galar region, this Pokemon has strong teeth that and can chew through the toughest of berry shells. Stuffed cheeks? What the heck is that? The user eats its held berry, then sharply raises its defense stat. But then you're out of a berry. What's even the point of equipping a berry for that? Aside from that, not really a lot to write home about, aside from maybe Belch. I guess. Not really much of note, except for Stomping Tantrum? What? I mean, I guess it's a normal Pokemon, and normal Pokemon can learn just about any other kind of move. Generally. Rookity! It's a bird. It has red eyes. Okay, I've never been able to figure out how this works. Is it actually like, is the white part actually its like part of its eye, or is it just like an aesthetic thing, and then the red part is the whole eye? Because the red part goes over the black part. I don't know. I've never been able to figure that out. Alright, let's see. It will bravely challenge any opponent, no matter how powerful. This Pokemon benefits from every battle. Even a defeat increases its strength a bit. Jumping nimbly about, this small-bodied Pokemon takes advantage of even the slightest opportunity to disorient its larger opponents. Again, it's a bird. There's not really a lot to say about a bird because it's just an... Oh, actually, hang on. It's not a normal type bird. It's just flying type. It's pure flying type. That's different from most birds, because most birds in Pokemon are normal flying type. That's at least different. Okay, that's different enough. Okay, neat. Let's go over to the Okay, well, hang on. What's its ability? Keen Eye, Unnerve, Big Pecs. Okay, so not really any different from most birds. Corvisquire. Okay, this Pokemon is a Pokemon you don't really see often at all, because in the early parts of the game, you see Rookity a lot. And you don't really see this thing a lot in the wild. But then the evolution is your fast travel Pokemon. It's like you don't see this Pokemon hardly at all. Like, I hardly recognized it when I clicked on it just now. Once again, it has that weird eye thing where I can't figure out what part is the actual eye. I mean, like, obviously the red part, but, like, is that the iris, or is, what's going on there? Corvisquire, Keen Eye, Unnerve, Big Pecs. Smart enough to use tools in battle. Tools? What, like a hammer or what? These Pokemon have been seen picking up rocks and flinging them, or using ropes to wrap up enemies. Well then, is that an actual move that they can use? Like, can they use Bind or something, or what? Doesn't look like it. Oh, this is from a movie. Oops. I don't have a playlist, I just have the term Pokemon searched up in the search bar in iTunes. Sure, this'll work. So yeah, it's still a bird, but it's normal type, so it's different enough, but it's also not really setting itself apart in the moves department or the abilities. So it's bigger bird. Corviknight, your fast travel Pokemon. Oh, that's neat that its beard is black in the shiny when it's like all gray like that. Oh, it has pressure? Ew. I don't like that. Mirror armor. Passes back only the stat lowering effects that the Pokemon receives. Ooh. That's actually a good ability. Unlike pressure, whoever actually utilizes pressure? Like, that's not even that useful. I'm not saying it's never useful, but like, I've never actually, like, said, oh, good thing I have pressure on this Pokemon. Instead, it's usually just like, man, I wish you had a better move, a better ability than pressure. Because that's just taking up a slot that could be filled with something else. Alright, the Pokédex entry. Oh wait, did I see that it's type? Yeah, it's Steel type. Just like, Skarmory. Which, I mean, it's been done before, but hey, it hasn't been Flying Steel type before. It's just been Steel Flying in that specific ordering. Man. It's still the same typing. This Pokemon reigns supreme in the skies of the Galar region. The black luster of its steel body could drive terror into the heart of any foe. With their great intellect and flying skills, these Pokemon are very successfully act as the Galar region's airborne taxi service. They fly you around, they're fast travel. That's all you need to know. Oh yeah, this thing has a G-Max. Ugh. G-Max forms up to this point haven't been that good. It's just a bigger bird. Like, that's literally all it is. It's just bigger birds that's red tinted, or I guess magenta? No, that's not really magenta. That's hot pink. That is hot pink. Imbued with Gigantamax energy, its wings can whip up winds more forceful than any hurricane could ever muster. The gusts blow everything away. Its feathers on its back are called blade birds, and they can launch it off its body to attack foes independently. Oh. Is that an actual move that it learns? Doesn't look like it, aside from maybe like Steel Wing, but no, that's not even what Steel Wing does. You like coat your wings in steel and then bash them into the enemy with your whole body force. Aside from that, not really a lot to say about your moves. Corviknight, it's a bird, but hey, it's steel. That's neat. Bloodbug, I forgot you were a Pokemon. It is the larva Pokemon. Telepathy? I mean, I guess that makes sense with its evolutions, but it's pure bug. I like your bow tie, mister. And your glasses. You set yourself aside from other bugs with those spectacles and your bow tie, I have to say. Yeah, that's generally the gist of most bugs. They usually have swarm compound eyes, but telepathy is a little different. I wonder what kind of Pokemon it turns into. A constant collector of information, this Pokemon is very smart. Very strong is what it isn't. Okay. Okay, I can see that. I can see where you're coming from with that. Pokédex. Often found in gardens, this Pokemon has hairs on its body that it uses to assess its surroundings. I guess. It's a bug. It's a nerd. Let's just make it a nerd bug Pokemon. Man, you can only learn Struggle Bug from level up, dude. We're gonna take forever to get through this. Okay. And this is why I'm only doing Pokemon introduced in these games and not all of the Pokemon that are available in these games. Duttler. Is that supposed to be like the Doppler effect? I don't know. It is the Red Dome Pokemon. The what now? Rad Dome. Like what? Radiation? Because science? Okay. Bug abilities. Not really different there. It barely moves, but it's also still alive. Hiding in its shell without food or water seems to have awakened its psychic powers. Okay. Oh yeah, it is psychic type now. Okay, that's different from most bugs. Most bugs aren't psychics. As it grows inside the shell, it uses its psychic abilities to monitor the outside world and prepares for evolution. Okay, so it has some different moves. Not really a lot that can be used, like, in offense. Really, the only new move that is offensive is Confusion. Okay, yeah, not really a lot to write home about. I mean, like, it's a bug type, it's a psychic type. Of course it's gonna be able to learn moves like Light Screen and Safeguard and Rest. Maybe Imprison. Definitely Psychic Attack. Aside from that, though, its focus is in defense and special defense, but I'm sure that'll change when it evolves into Orbital. I like this. I actually do like this, even if it's a little creepy. But yeah, its name comes from Orbital and Beetle. Same, same abilities as. Actually, it gets Frisk. That's new. Reveals the foe's held item. I mean, like, I'm not sure that I like that ability, really. It is classified as the 7-spot Pokemon. Really? You couldn't have come up with any other better name than that? It's famous for its high level of intelligence, and the large size of its brain is proof that it also possesses immense psychic power. It emits psychic energy to observe and study what's around it. And what's around it can include things over 6 miles away. Wait, is that still? Yeah, it is. Okay, I thought this was one of the movies for a second. So yeah, it's a bug. It's smart. It's based on a UFO. As you can very clearly see with this Mega Evolution. Alright, let's see. Its brain has grown to a gargantuan size in its wait, did I say Mega Evolution? G-Max form! And that's, you know how much I miss Mega Evolution when I keep mixing up the G-Max forms and Mega Evolution forms. Dang it. Really, this is just Mega Evolution with extra steps and big! Because that has to be flashy. Okay, whatever. Moving on. Its brain has grown to the gargantuan size as the rest of it, as has the rest of its body. This Pokemon's intellect and psychic abilities are overpowering. If it were to utilize every bit of its power, it could control the minds of every living being in its vicinity. Oh, that's terrifying. It can learn Psybeam. It can learn Hypnosis. It can learn a bunch of other psychic moves through Level Up, including Psychic Attack and Mirror Coat. And Psychic Terrain, that's neat, I guess. Now, I was going to use this in my final team when I figured Cinderace wasn't going to be up for the job, but then it kept dying, I think. I don't really remember the specifics, but I decided last minute, yeah, I'm not using you. Okay, don't yawn. We're not even, like, a quarter of the way through. In fact, how far are we? I'm curious. How far are we? New Pokemon. Yeah, we're pretty early on, really, all things considered. Okay, whatever. Just need to snap myself out of it. Did I read both Pokédex entries? Yeah, I did. Okay. So yeah, it's a bug. It's a UFO. It's big and brainy. And it's creepy, but I do kind of like the aesthetic. Even of its G-Max form. Because really, I haven't really liked a lot of G-Max forms so far. Nickit! Oh, the shiny Pokemon variant is cute. It's a silver fox with blue highlights. I like that. I think that's super adorable. Okay, so it's a dark type. It's a fox Pokemon. And except for trainer battles, it can run away from battle. Yeah, it's run away, unburden, and Stakeout. Doubles damage dealt to the target's replacement if the target switches out. So, like, with the same thing as Pursuit, except it's an ability and not a move. Okay, that's neat. Aided by the soft pads on its feet. Again, talking about pads on its feet. Pokédex entries do like the pads on feet. It silently raids the food stores of other Pokemon. It survives off its ill-gotten gains. I mean, you do what you gotta do in nature. That's just how it be. So, really, the general Dark-type move thing that it has. What does it specialize in? Seems like special attack, special defense. That's different for an early Pokemon. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Not really a lot of... Oh, it has beat up, which is neat. Not really a lot else to write home about in its movesets, though. Thivo. Oh, you are majestic. You have a tiny mustache. I like that. And also, again, with the silver and blue shading for the shiny Pokemon. I like that. That's a good color set. I like blue and silver. Same abilities as before. It is classified as the Fox Pokemon. That's a little bit of a letdown. It secretly marks potential targets with the scent. How? How? Is it like a skunk or what? Whatever. By following the scent, it stalks its targets and steals from them when they least expect it. Okay. So it's a thief. With a live body and sharp claws, it goes around stealing food and eggs. Bolt Hunt is its natural enemy. We'll get to Bolt Hunt later. I do like it when Pokédex entries reference other Pokemon. That's neat. I like that. It gives the Pokemon world a sort of connectedness. I like it. Parting Shot. That's a different move. With Parting Threat, the user lowers the target's attack and special attack stats. Then it switches with a party Pokemon. Okay. Glossifleur. It's a flower. I mean, I kind of like the hair. The hair's cute. I do like the shiny form though. That's neat. Like the silver hair, that's nice. Cutting down when this Pokemon is hit by an attack, it scatters. Okay, so it lowers the speed stat when it's physically attacked, or lowers the opponent's speed when it's physically attacked. When the Pokemon switches out of battle, 33% of its. Okay. Okay. So really it's all about stats, I guess. It anchors itself in the ground with a single leg, then basks in the sun. After absorbing enough sunlight, its petals spread as it blooms beautifully. Only one leg though, huh? What an unfortunate circumstance, because having two legs is great. It whirls around in the wind while singing a joyous song. The delightful display this has charmed many into raising this Pokemon. Not me. I'm not a huge fan of it. It's just a flower. I do like the hair, kind of, but aside from that, it's just a flower. It's pure grass type, too. Not really a lot else to say about this thing. Does seem to focus in defense and special defense. You have a giant cotton ball afro. There has been only one cotton Pokemon that I've actually kind of liked, and that's Whimsicott. All the other cotton Pokemon can go burn, including this thing, because this isn't an interesting design. It's pure grass type. Meanwhile, Whimsicott is at least fairy in Gen 6, although in generation it was introduced in, it was grass and flying, which, first off, that was already done before, and second of all, that is an incredibly terrible typing. I'm just gonna take a sip of water quick. Okay, that actually kind of helps. The seeds attached to this cotton are full of nutrients. It spreads them on the wind so that the plants and other Pokemon can benefit from them. The cotton on the head of this Pokemon can be spun into a glossy, gorgeous yarn. A Galar regional specialty. Okay. It's a cotton ball Pokemon. I'm surprised it doesn't have a Gigantamax form, though. Interesting. And once again, it specializes in its defense stats. Okay. Wooloo! The not as impressive as Mareep sheep Pokemon. Yes, I said it. It's not as impressive as Mareep. Because Mareep is actually Electric type. And it has 2 evolutions instead of just one weird evolution. I don't know. It has Fluffy, halves the damage taken from moves that make direct contact, but doubles that of fire moves. Ugh. So it may as well be grass type. Maybe? Maybe not. I don't know. Alright, its curly fleece is such an effective cushion that this Pokemon could fall off a cliff and stand right back up at the bottom unharmed. I mean, it would certainly get, like, I don't know. So yeah, that's a thing, I suppose. Not really a lot of good moves to write home about. Cotton Guard? I mean, I guess it's a sheep and it has cotton, but... eh. Why does it have 101 accuracy? What the heck? Is that a typo, or is that, like... shouldn't that just have... Why do you have 101 too? I guess it has status moves as 101 because they're on itself? I guess. That's weird. Double. Huh. It just inverts all of its colors. That's... eh. just a big sheep slash goat. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Wooloo and Double. They're just boring normal types. As far as normal type Pokemon go. Like, they're literally just a sheep and a goat. Or just sheep. Not a fan. Weave a carpet from its springy wool, and you end up with something closer to a trampoline. Oh. You'll start to bounce from the moment you set foot on it. Its majestic horns are meant only to impress the opposite gender. They never see use in battle. Well, let's see if that's true. Wow, that actually is true, huh? Yeah, there's really no moves that utilize that. That's... okay. Choodle! It's Turtle. It's Turtle. It has Strong Jaw, Shell Armor, and Swift Swim. Pretty much what you would expect from a turtle. It is just water type. Okay. And it's called the Snapping Pokemon. It's so angry. Apparently, the itch of its teething impels it to snap its jaws at anything in front of it. Okay. It starts off battles by attacking with its rock-hard horn, but as soon as the opponent flinches, this Pokemon bites down and never lets go. Is that another over-exaggeration? The never letting go part? I feel like that is. Jawlock. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's a move that exists, I guess. Can't switch out your Pokemon. I'm gonna be honest, I'm getting really tired. Man, maybe this was a bad idea for tonight. We're only like a quarter of the way through. And even if I speed ran this, this would take all night. And on top of that, I'm tired. And on top of that, even, you've been dropping frames all night. Oh, hey, Calico. Lost signal. Yeah, that's about right. I would make a Wooloo stew? Not true. Because I've never had sheep, so I don't know what they taste like. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be going for, because first off, I'm tired, and second of all, we've been dropping frames all night. Although now we seem fairly stable. All we needed was a disconnect to fix it, yay! Better? Good. Let's hope it stays that way. Maybe I'll stop at the halfway mark and do a second stream of this. Yeah, all we needed was a disconnect to fix the frame drop issue. Jeez. Although, maybe not. Who knows? I look like a sleepy VTuber? Yep, that's about right, because I got woken up at, like... I went to sleep way too late. I got caught up in a bunch of stuff. And then I woke up earlier than I anticipated. Okay. Come on, we can make it halfway through. We're only like a quarter way through, if that. Okay. So yeah, Choodle, it's a turtle. It is water type, and it is rock hard on its horn and shell, I think. It bites down and never lets go. Dreadnought! Let's look at this thing. It is a Tortoise Bite Pokemon. It is water rock type, which that's not unique, but that's usually saved for, I guess, not always fossil Pokemon, but there have been quite a few water rock fossils. As Jay would say, fair? Yeah. So yeah, what I'm basically doing is just going over all of the, doing a review of all of the Pokemon in Sword and Shield. Yeah, there were a lot of Pokemon that I just didn't get to give my opinion on, and honestly, I don't know if I'll ever be able to give my opinion on because they're in Sword and Shield, and I don't know when they'll reappear in other games, so yay. That's what this stream is for. With jaws that can shear through steel rods, this highly aggressive Pokemon chomps down on its unfortunate prey. This Pokemon rapidly extends its retractable neck to sink its sharp fangs into distant enemies and takes them down. Yikes. That's... Yee. Yeah, I would not want to be bitten by this thing. So yeah, it's a rock type. It's going to be quad weak to grass. I don't like that much. When is Mario Kart with Jay gonna happen? Honestly, it'll probably happen when he goes live. Probably around the usual time. Honestly, I meant to ask him about when today, but then I got sidetracked by stuff. If I had to guess, it would probably be around his usual start time, but really it'll probably depend on when the DLC goes up. So, yeah, your guess is as good as mine. It could be the afternoon, it could be midnight. So we may have to delay it, I don't know. Okay. Let's go over the Gigantamax. I do not like this Gigantamax form because it just stands up on its two legs, and then that's not super interesting for a form change. I don't know. Honestly, the only G-Max form that I've really liked, which one was that? Was that... Yeah, that was Orbital. It turns into a giant UFO. So that's at least interesting, but this thing it just stands on its two legs. It responded to Gigantamax energy by becoming bipedal. First, it comes crashing down on foes, and then it finishes them off with its massive jaws. In the Galar region, there's a tale about this Pokemon chewing up a mountain and using its rubble to stop a flood. I mean, it's big Pokemon. You know how I feel about big Pokemon. That shiny is hardly different at all. It just turns a little pink instead of a little brown. It's a puppy. Yamper. It's an electric type. It has Ball Fetch. If the Pokemon is not holding an item, it will fetch the Pokeball from the first failed throw of the battle. That's kind of cute. I like that. This Pokemon is very popular as a herding dog in the Galar region. As it runs, it generates electricity from the base of its tail. This gluttonous Pokemon only assists Pokemon with their work because it wants treats. As it runs, it crackles with electricity. this thing is cute. I would have used it if I didn't, like, if I knew it had an evolution, which I didn't. And also I had plenty of other choices to choose from. Okay, its moveset. I mean, it's an electric dog. It doesn't really. What are you gonna expect other than this moveset? I like that it has Play Rough because Play Rough is a really good move. Aside from that, not a lot to talk about with its moves. Does it have static? No, it doesn't. But Ball Fetch is that's a cute ability. It's not a super good ability, but it's a cute ability. And now its evolution, Boltund. Oh, that is a good boy. That is a very good boy. Strongjaw. Okay, I mean, dogs bite down hard. That makes sense. Still just electric. Okay. This Pokemon generates electricity and channels it into its legs to keep them going strong. Boltund can run non-stop for 3 full days. It sends electricity through its legs to boost their strength. Running at top speed, it easily breaks 50 miles per hour. I mean, it's a doggo, it's electric, so it's gonna be fast. Is that where it specializes? Yes, along with attack and special attack. So really, it's a glass cannon. Okay. Just really, yeah, you can see the stats when I go to the bottom. Cool. It's a dog. That's true. Aside from that, pretty understandable moveset. All right, Roly-Coly. Now this one, oh, that's such a cool shiny. It turns cobalt. Oh man. That's so disappointing that it has such a cool shiny, because then it turns into an ugly thing that I don't like. It has a good name too, Roly-Coly. Man. Steam Engine. When this Pokemon is hit by a fire type or water type move, its speed is increased by 6 stages. That is a good one. Or Heat Proof, which is damage from fire moves and the burn status is halved. Those are good abilities. Then Flash Fire is also good. Makes fire moves nothing, basically. Most of its body has the same composition as coal. Fittingly, this Pokemon was first discovered in coal mines about 400 years ago. It can race around like a unicycle, even on rough, rocky terrain. Burning coal sustains it. Now this is disappointing because I really like this design. This is a solid first level evolution Pokemon. But then they turn it into Carcoal, which, I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world, but they could have come up with such a cool design for this. Then still having it like this cobalt, I like that coloring for it. It's still the cold Pokemon, it still has its abilities from before. It forms coal inside its body. Coal dropped by this Pokemon once helped fuel the lives of Pokemon of people in the Galar region. By rapidly rolling its legs, it can travel at up to 18 miles per hour. The temperature of the flames it breathes exceeds 18,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Jeez. That's hot. Okay, so I don't know. I don't really know what they could have done to make this better. Like, It's not the worst design in the world, but I think the thing that really doesn't sell it on me is the face. The face, I don't like it. If you evolve a shiny, does it stay shiny? Yes. If it didn't, that would suck, and that would make shiny Pokemon so much worse. Basically same as before with its moves. Burn Up. To inflict massive damage, the user burns itself out. After using this move, it will no longer be fire type? Is that working? Hold on. Oh. Why was that not working? Okay, whatever. It's working now. It no longer becomes fire type. That's neat. I like that. That's an interesting move. See, that's the kind of stuff that I like to see. Interesting moves that shake up the battle. Like suddenly changing abilities or typing or what have you. And here comes the absolute biggest disappointment of the evolutions in this game. Colossal. You're just a fire type Tyranitar. You're just a fire type Tyranitar. What are you doing in Galar? Man, you could have been a train. You could have been a train, but no, you're just, I don't know, like Godzilla thing, dinosaur shenanigans. Ugh. Disappointment to the max. Like here, I'm going to look up, just hiding it for a second just in case. Colossal. Okay, that's not gonna work. Roly-Coly. Evolution. Maybe that? Oh, here's a good one. See, this is a really good fan concept. I really like this. Because it turns into just a bigger minecart, but it's also like has that I don't know, sinister feeling. And then it turns into a giant train, a giant rock train. Just run over your enemies. That would be so cool. But no, it turns into just fire type friggin' nonsense. Keep wanting to say Tyrantrum. That's not Pokemon. Tyranitar. It just turns into Fire-type Tyranitar. Ugh. Disappointment. And then it just turns into a mountain. Or I guess a furnace mountain thing. You could have been a train that just ran over your enemies. Disappointment. It's usually peaceful, but the vandalism of mines enrages it. Offenders will be incinerated with the flames that reach 27,000 or 2,700 degrees Fahrenheit. When engaged in battle, its mountain of coal will burn bright red, sending off sparks that scorch the surrounding area. Its body is a colossal stove. With Gigantamax energy stoking the fire, this Pokemon's flame burns hotter than 3,600 degrees Fahrenheit. When Galar was hit by a harsh cold wave, this Pokemon served as a heating stove and saved many lives. Tar shot? What the heck is that? The user pours sticky tar over the target, lowering the target's speed stat. The target becomes weaker to fire moves. Guess that's neat. But that still does not make up for the fact that you're not a train. Instead of you're just fire type Tyranitar. Ugh. Disappointment. When I saw it turned into this thing instead of something cool, I was so upset. Applin. It's an apple. It's a dragon type. Nintendo is getting lazy. This is... Okay, to be fair, this is not Nintendo. This is Game Freak, and they've actually come up with some fairly good designs. So I wouldn't exactly say lazy. I would say maybe some are not as inspired. Or maybe they're just not for me specifically. But I would not say that the designs are lazy. Anyways, Applin, it's an apple. And it's a dragon and a worm. So let's see. So it's Apple Dragon, or Grass Dragon apple thing. It spends its entire life inside an apple. It hides from its natural enemies, bird Pokemon, by pretending it's just an apple and nothing more. As soon as it's born, it burrows into an apple. Not only does the apple serve as its food source, but the flavor of the fruit determines its evolution. Ah, okay. So, ripens berries and doubles their effect. Oh. Pokemon will use a berry when its hit points are below 50%. Okay. Bulletproof. Protects the Pokemon from some ball and bomb moves. What? Okay. So yeah, it's a baby dragon. It's one of the least impressive dragons ever. Now, Flapple. Oh, Flapple. Oh, okay. You know what? Actually, hang on. Is that the same thing with Applin? Yeah, that is. Okay, so it turns into green apple when it's a shiny. Like, it's not turns into, it just is. So, Flapple. Pretty much the same as before. It should have an ability that makes it a flying type, but it doesn't. Yes, it's a worm, but here's the fun thing. Now, worm, you would expect worm to be this thing. But just changing one letter it's a dragon. It's still pronounced worm, but it's a worm dragon. So in that aspect, that is the kind of thing that I like. And that is why I don't see this as being lazy. Because that's kind of clever. So, yeah, it's still Grass Dragon. It should really be part flying type through its ability, but whatever. Because it's flying. It ate a sour apple, and that induced its evolution. In its cheeks, it stores an acid capable of causing chemical burns. Oh. Okay. It flies on wings of apple skin that spits powerful acid. It can also change its shape into that of an apple. Ah, I see. Under the influence of Gigantamax energy, it produces much more sweet nectar, and its shape has changed to resemble that of a giant apple. Okay. If it stretches its neck, the strong aroma of its nectar pours out. The scent is so sickeningly sweet that one whiff will make other Pokemon faint. Okay. And with that, it learns a bunch of moves. Like Fly and Dragon Rush and Grav Apple. Is that the whole thing with like Newton discovering gravity? User inflicts damage by dropping an apple from high above. This also lowers the target's defense stat. Okay. So, its moveset isn't the best, but it's alright. Well, actually, you know what? Grav Apple, Dragon Pulse, Dragon Dance, Fly. Okay, yeah, it's a decent moveset. I don't think its ability changes. Nope, not at all. The apple becomes the worm's cocoon? Exactly. So then it becomes a dragon. What a goofy face, though. Then Appleton. It turns into an apple pie. How lovely. Eating a sweet apple caused its evolution. The nectarous scent wafts from its body, luring in the bug Pokemon it preys on. Its body is covered in a sweet nectar, and the skin on its back is especially yummy. Children used to have it as a snack. It blasts opponents with... Okay, so that's different, okay. So here's the confusing thing. Gigantamax, Appleton, and Flapple look exactly the same, but they still have the different names. They're both the same typing. I don't get why they have the same Gigantamax form. It's confusing. It blasts its opponents with massive amounts of sweet, sticky nectar, drowning them under the deluge. Due to Gigantamax energy, this Pokemon's nectar has thickened. The increased viscosity lets the nectar absorb more damage than before. I mean, this isn't a terrible design for a Gigantamax form. That's not a terrible design. I'll give him that. Although really that kind of would serve a Mega Evolution form, and Mega Evolution would fit well. Just saying. Alright, Silicobra. How far are we along? Okay, I think I'll stop after... I think I'll stop after Hatterene, which... Okay, that's not too far away. So yeah, we'll be getting halfway through. And even after this list, there's still all of the... all of the Galarian forms, which aren't in the new Pokemon list for some reason. Oh well, anyway, Silicobra! It is a ground type, and it is a snake. Sand Spit, this Pokemon creates a sandstorm when it's hit by an attack? What? Okay. Guess that works. Shed skin. It's a snake, so makes sense. Sand veil. It's a ground type. Makes sense? Yeah, it makes sense. Okay. Sand snake Pokemon. Okay. As it digs, it swallows sand and stores it in its neck pouch. The pouch can hold more than 17 pounds of sand. That is a lot of sand. It spews sand from its nostrils. Ew. While the enemy is blinded, it burrows into the hole, into the ground to hide. Okay. I mean, it's a snake. It's ground type. Burrowing makes sense. Ground type snake. All these moves make sense. Not really anything to go over. He looks high? Yeah, a little. Yeah, I can see that. Totally get where that's coming from. Now this. What? Like, it looks like it's just a ball. Like, what's up with this donut? Alright, so it's still a snake, it's still ground types, the types haven't changed. When it contracts its body, over 220 pounds of sand sprays from its nose. If it ever runs out of sand, it becomes disheartened. Oh, so it doesn't die. It just is like, oh, I'm out of sand. That's sad. Its unique style of coiling up allows it to blast sand out of its sand sack more effectively. Oh, efficiently. It's the same thing. Literally the same thing. Its sand pouch has grown to tremendous proportions. More than 1 million tons of sand now swirl around in its body. Sand swirls around its body with such speed and power that it could pulverize a skyscraper. Still a ground snake, so those moves don't really need to be explained. Brutal Swing is weird. What? Okay, that's the only thing that doesn't really make sense. Or that would need, like, I don't know, talking about? Huh. I get where it's coming from. It looks like it's a dust devil. A tornado of sand. And then it's just a snake popping out of the top. And it's also, like, coiled up. So, like, the design makes sense. Okay. Disconnected. We're back. So yeah, this looks like a dust devil / tornado / snake coiled up. So yeah, it kind of makes sense. Also, its nostrils look like a shotgun. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but that's my first thought when I look at its face. Okay. Cramorant. Like, look at this doofy thing. It's a bird. It's a water bird. And then it can have a fish in its mouth. Or a Pikachu. That's silly. So... Huh. So, if HP is over 50% when activated. Oh, this isn't a random thing. This is a... Cramorant changes form when it uses Surf or Dive. After using the move, it will change form to either of these forms at random. When its ability is then activated, it will change back to its normal form. What's Gulp Missile? If hit afterwards, it reverts and it shoots out its prey to attack, doing 1/4 of the opponent's maximum HP and damage. If Cramorant was in gulping form, the opponent's defense is lowered by 1 stage. If Cramorant was in gorging form, the opponent is paralyzed. Oh, that's fun. I know, so goofy. I like it. It's so strong that it can knock out opponents in a single hit, but it also may forget what it's battling mid-fight. This hungry Pokemon swallows an Arrokuda whole. Occasionally, it makes a mistake and tries to swallow the Pokemon swallow a Pokemon other than its preferred prey. Cramorant's gluttony led it to try to swallow an Arrokuda whole, which in turn led to Cramorant getting an Arrokuda stuck in his throat. That's terrible! It's choking! But then it uses it to attack. The slightest shock is sometimes enough to get this Pokemon to spit out the Arrokuda lodged in its throat. This Cramorant has accidentally gotten a Pikachu lodged in its gullet. That's silly. Get wrecked, Pikachu. That was... Okay, that actually raises the question, what was the Pikachu doing in the water? It's a land Pokemon, not a fish Pokemon. What are you doing swimming, buddy? Also, you're electric type. You'll electrocute anything that's, like, in the water. Right? Oh, well. Cramorant is choking a little, but it isn't really bothered. The half-swallowed Pikachu is so startled that it isn't struggling yet, but it's still looking for a chance to strike back. That's ridiculous. Also, it can learn Belch? Huh. Interesting. Other than that, it's just a bird. It is a... I don't know what specific kind of Pokemon is based on. But yeah, it's just a bird. It's a water bird. Oh, we were just talking about Arrokuda. And look who's up next. The fishy itself. It's the Rush Pokemon. How far along are we? We still have a few left. That's the wrong tab. So yeah, it's a fish. If it sees any movement around it, this Pokemon, it charges for it straight away, leading with its sharply pointed jaw. It's very proud of that jaw. After it's eaten its fill, its movements become extremely sluggish. That's when Cramorant swallows it up. It's so happy. And it's gonna be eaten soon. So yeah, it's a fish. It has a big jaw, so yeah, crunch, dive, peck? Laser focus. What? Okay. So yeah, it's just a fish. No real moves to write home about. Has stats are attack and speed. That makes sense. And then this thing. Now, I think its tail fin, like, spins like a fan. Hang on, I'm gonna see if I can find an animated gif of it. Barraskewda. That is a good name. Come on, Bulbapedia, please have an animated gif. No, you don't. GIF. Oh, here we go. I don't think there's anything dangerous on this page. Look at that tail fin! That's fun. Okay. Back to the actual page. I'm gonna skip this song. And this. Sure. Let's leave it to that. Alright, Barraskewda! It is the Skewer Pokemon. This Pokemon has a jaw that is as sharp as a spear and strong as steel. Apparently, Barraskewda's flesh is surprisingly tasty too. Oh, another example of eating Pokemon. That's fun. Sure, let's eat all of our animal friends. Why not? It spins its tail spins to propel itself, surging forward at speeds of over 100 knots before ramming prey and spearing into them. It's a fish. It has swift spin, propeller tail. Ignores the effects of opposing Pokemon's abilities and moves that draw in moves. Okay. I guess that works. What the heck are you doing with Throat Chop? What, with your front tail fins? Aside from that, nothing, again, nothing to really talk about much. Toxel. Sure. It's a baby Pokemon. No, rattled, I get it. Because, like a baby rattle. That bird is based off Cormorant, a seabird. Okay. Interesting. It stores poison in its internal poison sac and secretes that poison through its skin. If you touch the Pokemon, a tingling sensation follows. Oh, that's fun. Those fish look like pikes. Yeah, that seems like that's a possible inspiration. Also, maybe like barracudas. In fact, that's probably what the name is based off of. Also, like arowana, I think that the fish is. So yeah, Pokemon take from many different inspirations, which is cool. I like it. It manipulates the chemical makeup of its poison to produce electricity. The voltage is weak, but it can cause a tingling paralysis. So yeah, it's poison electric type, which is different. You don't see a lot of those. In fact, that may be exclusive to this Pokemon family? That I don't know, but that's not a type you see often, which I like. Only problem is it's a baby Pokemon, so it's not going to be seeing a lot of battle. Or at least it's not going to be seeing a lot of battle for long. Toxicity. I don't know what form I like more. Normally I like purple and blue more, but I don't know, the yellow and purple stand out from each other more. Ant form and low key. What changes the forms? Wait, what? It's based on nature's? Oh, that is... Oh, yeah. I'm not sure that I like that. In fact, I don't think I like that at all. I mean, like, that's neat, but natures are completely random. What if you want the other form and you just can't get it? Oh well. Still electric poison type, and oh, okay. Punk Rock increased damage of sand moves by 30%. Reduces damage taken by this Pokemon's sand moves 50%. And Loki form abilities. Still Punk Rock. Oh, but it has minus instead of plus. Okay, that's neat. Interesting. When this Pokemon sounds as if it's strumming a guitar, it's actually clawing at the protrusions in its chest to generate electricity. Ugh. This short-tempered and aggressive Pokemon chugs stagnant water to absorb any toxins it may contain. Huh. Capable of generating 15,000 volts of electricity, this Pokemon looks down on all that would challenge it. It has an electrical organ on its chest. While generating electricity, it fills its surroundings with what sounds like strumming of a bass guitar. So electric guitar is this one, and bass guitar is this one. Got it. Gonna skip song. Yo, good song. When this Pokemon sounds as... Oh, I already read that one. Its excessive electric energy is its weapon. This Pokemon can build up more electricity than any thundercloud. Out of control after its own poison penetrated its brain? Excuse me? Okay. It tears across the land in a rampage, contaminating the earth with its toxic sweat. Okay. Okay. So yeah, electric, poison type, these moves, for the most part, make sense. And it's a sound-based Pokemon, so... The heck? Why does that have shift gear? Rotates its gears, raising its attack stat. But... it's a natural Pokemon, right? It's not like... the robot Pokemon? Like... Kling Clang, or like, I don't know, maybe Magnemite. Some Pokemon are just walking death. Yup. Yup. It would be too dangerous for this world for some of these Pokemon to be just roaming around. Although, sometimes it seems like the Pokedex over-exaggerates a lot. Alright, Sizzlipede. It's a firebug. That's unique. Although there has been a firebug in the past, and honestly, it's kind of better. It's Volcarona. Hang on. This thing. And this is cool because it's a giant moth, and you know, a moth to a flame. I like that. Sizzlipede. Really, it's just a centipede that's on fire. Flash Fire, White Smoke, Flame Body, your general fire type abilities. A flammable gas in its body. It stores flammable gas in its body and uses it to generate heat. The yellow sections on its belly get particularly hot. Yeah? Yeah? Also, actually, I didn't even notice this. I guess it's not that noticeable on this form. We'll go into the evolution on that thought in a minute. It wraps up prey with its heated body, cooking them in its coils. Once they're well done, it will voraciously nibble them down to the last morsel. That's a little terrifying. A little. I like burn up. Inflicts massive damage. After using this move, it will no longer be fire type. That's neat. Fire Lash. User strikes the target with burning lash. It also lowers the target's defense. Ah. Aside from those, not really a lot here. Honestly, I like this. As far as bug types go, I kind of like this guy. He's an angry little, centipede. And then you're just a bigger version. Except, here's the thing that I wanted to talk about. These actually look like the burners on a stove, which is nice. That's a nice touch. Honestly, aside from that, it's just a bigger one, though. But still, it looks neat. A radiator Pokemon. Scorch. Being cooked alive? Yup. When it heats up, its body temperature reaches about 1500 degrees Fahrenheit. It lashes its body like a whip and launches itself at enemies. While its burning body is already dangerous on its own, this excessively hostile Pokemon also has large and very sharp fangs. Oh. Oh, yeah, the fangs on the side. Yep, I see those. Okay. Yeah, that would be dangerous. Gigantamax Energy has evoked a rise in its body temperature, now reaching over 1800 degrees Fahrenheit. Its body waves incinerate its enemies. The heat that comes off of a Gigantamax Scorch may destabilize air currents. Sometimes it may even cause storms. This is its Gigantamax form. It's just an even longer centipede. In fact, I think that would even be a millipede. Those are the ones with more legs, right? Millipedes? It's a firebug. Most of these moves make sense. Lunge. Ooh. I think I like that. 80 power move that also lowers the target's attack? Nice. How big does it get? No, it says it's a 9-foot long thing, but that's the regular form. And the Gigantamax forms are stadium sized. But 9 feet is understandable for this thing. That looks like that would be a big boy. Or I guess that would be 3 meters. Canada still uses feet though. For height, anyways. Not for, roads. Alright, yeah, I already read both those. Okay, cool. So yeah, it's just a big centipede fire thing. Honestly, it looks kind of dragon-esque. But it's not a dragon, it's a fire bug type. Can it learn any dragon type moves? It does not look like it. It can learn Scald. which I mean, that kind of makes sense since that's it's hot water. Oh, Clobopus. This one actually gave me a good surprise in the playthrough, I do remember. It is adorable. I like this thing. However, it's only fighting type, which I was hoping that it would be part water when I first saw it, but... But yeah, it's just a fist-fighting octopus with, like, boxing gloves. I like it. It's cute. What abilities does it have? Limber and Technician? Not sure about those moves, though. It's very curious, but its means of investigating things is to try and punch them with its tentacles. It searches for food. The search for its food is what brings it onto land. Oh. Its tentacles tear off easily, but it isn't alarmed when it happens. It knows they'll grow back. It's about as smart as a 3-year-old. That checks out. It's a little baby octopus. It's just a baby octopus, like, with boxing gloves on. That's adorable. Not really anything to write home about. Why doesn't... Oh, wait, no, it learns bind. Never mind. I was gonna say, why doesn't it learn bind? It has tentacles. No, it does learn bind. Okay, it can learn dive and brine. Okay, so it's not completely without its water-esque-ness because it's an octopus. And now for Grapploct. That's fun. It's just a wrestler that's also an octopus. Loses its boxing abilities, but then it takes up wrestling. It's the Jujutsu Pokemon. Wow, incredible. I like this guy. If it wasn't a single-typed fighting-type Pokemon, I would probably have added it to my team. Maybe. Same abilities as before. Alright, let's see. A body made up of nothing but muscle makes the grappling moves this Pokemon performs with its tentacles tremendously powerful. Okay, but you kinda need bones to support all of those muscles. Like, you can't just have muscle. You kind of need to have a frame to work around with the muscle. Otherwise, the muscles are kind of useless. Searching for an opponent to test its skills against, it emerges onto land. Once the battle is over, it returns to the sea. Ooh. That's... okay. I mean, that's kind of fitting for fighting type wrestler. It evolves through taunt though, which I guess it makes sense for the wrestler because that's a lot of the wrestler's job is like to taunt other wrestlers and stuff. I don't watch wrestling, but like I know that's kind of the like part of the culture, I guess, of wrestling stuff. It can learn Octazooka? Well, that's a water type move. Octalock. The heck is that? User locks the target in and prevents them from fleeing. Ah, It also lowers the target's defense and special defense every turn. That's fun. Wait, every turn? Whoa. Okay. Wow. Octopi are known for being pretty strong. Yeah, I guess, but I don't know. The strength that the Pokédex seems to be talking about is like physical strength with like punching and stuff. But octopi are more so known for like having a tight grip rather than punching. So that's more so the kind of strength I was talking about with like, you need bones to be able to punch. It is mostly known for its physical stats. It's pretty slow, though. And then we have Sinistea. How far along are we? Oh, wow. We're almost there. Okay. You know what? I think I'll go through Grimmsnarl as well. Okay. Alright, let's keep going. Sinistea is a ghost type, and it is tea in a teacup. It has weak armor and cursed body. Huh. That's interesting. Didn't realize. Okay. It has different forms, which evolve into different form Pokemon. Okay. This Pokemon is said to have been born when a lonely spirit possessed a cold leftover cup of tea. The teacup in which this Pokemon makes its home is a famous piece of antique tableware. Many forgeries are in circulation. Ah, okay. The swirl pattern on it in this Pokemon's body is its weakness. If it gets stirred, the swirl loses its shape and Sinistea becomes dizzy. It absorbs the life force of those who drink it. It waits patiently, but opportunities are fleeting. It tastes so bad that it gets spat out immediately. Oh, that's fun. So I guess it has a phony form and an antique form. Sinistea has a unique special form only available rarely in the wild. Standard forms are considered forgeries, but very rarely a real one can be found. The form has no stat or level differences, but changes evolution method. The only visible difference can only really be seen when Dynamaxing, so it has an authenticity stamp on the underside. The antique form does not breed down. Any antique form parents produce forgery form offspring. Oh. So it has to be in the wild. That's unfortunate, but I get it. Not really that many ghostly moves. Despite being a ghost type. I guess it gets Shadow Ball and Astonish, but that's it. Through level up anyways. Okay, that's neat. If you stir the cup, you're basically mixing up its brains? Yeah! Yeah! That's what I'm getting from the Pokédex entry. It's neat that there's a forgery form, I guess. But that would be a bit annoying when you're trying to find the antique form. Because you have to constantly go through the forest and then hope that you happen upon not only the right Pokemon, but the right form of the right Pokemon. Okay. Poltegeist. Alright, the Black Tea Pokemon. Same abilities as before, weak armor and cursed body. Use Chipped Pot, use Cracked Pot. Oh, they're different things, of course. Poltegeist has a special unique form, only available by evolving a rare Sinistea. The only visible difference can only really be seen when Dynamaxing, as it has an authenticity stamp on the underside. The unique form does not breed down. Any antique form parents produce forgery form offspring. Okay, this species lives in antique teapots. Most pots are forgeries, but on rare occasions, authentic work is found. Leaving leftover black tea unattended is asking for this Pokemon to come along and pour itself into it. Turning the tea into a new Poltegeist. Trainer's Poltegeist trust will be allowed to experience its distinctive flavor and aroma firsthand by sampling just a tiny bit of its tea. When angered, it launches tea from its body at the offender's mouth. The tea causes strong chills if swallowed. Tea time! The user has tea time with all the Pokemon in the battle. Each Pokemon eats its held berry. Nice. Aside from that, mostly, mostly self-explanatory ghostly moves and grass. What? Okay, some of these make sense. Strength sap, aromatherapy. Okay, actually, yeah, that makes sense with the ghost type thing, and also tea leaves. That makes sense. Okay, so what is this authenticity stamp? Is this it? Is that it down there? Right near its butt? Okay. That's neat, I guess. Yeah, most of this pretty much makes sense for it. It's a ghost. And it's also tea. Okay, Hatenna. The Calm Pokemon. It is pure Psychic type. Healer, at the end of the turn, there's 30% chance of either ally being healed from a status condition. Okay, that's only really useful in double battles, I guess? What does it mean by either ally? Oh, right, raid battles, right. Okay. Okay, let's look at this. By the protrusion on its head, it senses other creatures' emotions. If you don't have a calm disposition, it will never warm up to you. If this Pokemon senses strong emotion, it will run away as fast as it can. It prefers areas without people. Really? This is just Ralts 2.0. That's really all this is. Plus a hat. Yeah, that's really all this is. It's Ralts 2.0 with a hat. Play nice. Life do. Yeah, not really anything that notable. There have been some Pokemon with some surprising moves, but not too much. Hattrem. Okay, so it starts using its hair as legs. It still has the hat. Wait, did I read the Pokédex entries, right? I'm not crazy. Yeah, it just didn't leave a strong impression on me. Okay, okay, let's go. Serene Pokemon, Healer, Anticipation, Magic Bounce, same as before. No matter who you are, if you bring strong emotions near this Pokemon, it will silence you violently. Okay. Wow, that is strong wording. It will silence you violently. Oh no. Oh no. Using the braids on its head, it pummels foes to get them to quiet down. One blow from these braids would knock out a professional boxer. Yikes! That would explain brutal swing. Aside from that, pretty self-explanatory moves. Moveset makes sense. It looks like this family specializes in special attack and a little bit of special defense. Makes sense. It's a psychic type. Alright. Hatterene. Really, this whole family is just, Gardevoir, again. It's even Psychic Fairy type. Just the same as that whole family. It emits psychic power strong enough to cause headaches as a deterrent to the approach of others. If you're too loud around it, you risk being torn apart by the claws on its tentacle. What, you mean it's braid? Huh. Jeez, this is a violent Pokemon. Goodness. This Pokemon is also known as the Forest Witch. Wow. I mean, it does have a pointy hat. Dude. This is another Pokemon that I'd maybe consider having on my team. I do like Psychic types and Fairy types. This Pokemon can read the emotions of creatures over 30 miles away. The minute it senses hostility, it goes on the attack. That's its Gigantamax form down here. Dang. Its whole body just is enveloped by its hair. Goodness. Beams like lightning shoot down from its tentacles. It's known as to some as the Raging Goddess. Wow. Okay, it has Psycho Cut, Brutal Swing. Dazzling Gleam is new. Magic Powder. User scatters a cloud of magic powder that changes the target to Psychic type. That's neat. I like that. That's cool. And for the final family of today, you have to go to bed. Okay, I'm finishing up pretty soon anyways. Have a good night. We're just going to be finishing up this last family, and then I'm going to be ending stream. And then some other time, hopefully when the internet is actually better, we'll be going over the rest of the Pokédex of new Pokemon. Okay, so Impidimp. This was another one that I was disappointed in with its evolutions. Although I will say, it did surprise me at a certain point. But yeah, I was gonna have this thing as well as Roly-Coly, and then I saw their evolutions, and then I was like, ew, I'm sad now. Oh, man. Okay, so let's take a look at this thing. Impidimp, it's a dark fairy type, which is unique. It's known as the wily Pokemon. Through its nose, it sucks in the emanations caused by people and Pokemon when they feel annoyed. It thrives off this negative energy. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little imp. Makes sense. It sneaks into people's homes, stealing things and feasting on the negative energy of the frustrated occupants. Again, it's a little imp, so, yup, that makes sense. Not a fan of this moveset until it gets, like, to the later levels. It seems like it mostly focuses on, like, status moves. Which, I mean, you know what? That actually makes a lot of sense for an imp. Imps like to cause little tricks like that. Morgrim. This is the start of the disappointment. Although I do like the coloring of the shiny, the blue and purple and white. That's kind of neat, but this one? Yeah. Prankster Frisk and Pickpocket. Makes sense. When it gets down on all fours, as if to beg for forgiveness, it's trying to lure opponents in so that it can stab them with its spear-like hair. Oh, the imps of the forest cause mischief as always. With sly cunning, this is a Pokemon movie soundtrack. Get out of here. Sure. With sly cunning, it tries to lure in people into the woods. Some believe it to have the power to make crops grow. Oh, that's something different. Fake surrender. The user pretends to bow its head, but then stabs its opponent with its disheveled hair. This attack never misses. That's a good move. Still has a bunch of trickery moves, like Flatter, Fake Tears, Swagger, Torment. It's still very much an imp, but it's a bigger one, and it has its hair as an attack weapon. And here is the real disappointment of this family. This ugly monstrosity. I don't like it. It's ugly. And also, all that hair is creepy. Don't like it. Bulk up Pokemon. Same abilities as before. It's a trickster. Alright, with the hair wrapped around its body, helping to enhance its muscles, this Pokemon can overwhelm even Machamp. Okay, well, it is fairy type, so yeah, that's going to be strong against Machamp. Huh. Its hairs work like muscle fibers. When the hairs unfurl, they latch onto enemies, ensnaring them as tentacles would. Okay, that's creepy. By transforming its leg hair, this Pokemon delivers power-packed drill kicks that can bore huge holes in Galar's terrain. Oh, this thing gave me a huge surprise when it Gigantamaxed. I even have a clip on it on my, my clips channel. It's actually the first clip I have on there. Oh, that was honestly a good clip. Gigantamax energy has caused more hair to sprout all over its body. With the added strength, it can jump over the world's tallest building. I mean, when you're that tall, of course you can jump over a tall building. Jeez. Same general... Oh, wait, actually, hang on. It has Spirit Break now. The user attacks the target with so much force that it could break the target's spirit. This also lowers the target's special attack stat. Also has Power Up Punch, which is a really good move. And Hammer Arm? Huh. Interesting. Okay. Aside from that, the general gist. You got the general gist of trickery and tomfoolery and shenanigans. Now, here's the thing that surprised me. It's literally just a JoJo character. And hang on, I'm gonna pull that up. Gigantamax. Now, this is the official art. This is the official art for Grimmsnarl Gigantamax. It's literally just a JoJo character. It's in the exact pose. This is official art from the Pokemon Company. Literally just a JoJo character. I've never watched the show, but I know the memes and stuff for the most part. Literally just a JoJo reference. Goodness. Okay, there's still a fair amount of Pokemon to go through. About half of them. And we haven't even touched upon the Pokemon that aren't just Galar forms and still have Gigantamax forms. Like, there's a bunch of these that I have never seen, I think. Okay, so unfortunately, I'm gonna have to remember that I stopped at Grimmsnarl, and I'll save this for maybe not next week, but sometime in the near future, because I want to get this done. Because I promised to have this done a while ago. And I don't like leaving things like this unfinished. So let's stop the music and go to just chatting for a second. Oh. Hello there. Huh. Hang on. Okay, so that wasn't disabled. That's good. Yeah, that wasn't disabled for the stream. That's good. At least something went right. That's the wrong screen. So yeah, this will have to be finished some other day. Okay. Well, thanks for watching this train wreck. I'm still so upset that I was muted for the first like half hour. I've been getting better at that. Why'd I screw up? Okay, whatever. Whatever. Okay. We're gonna go on a raid. Who am I following that's live? It is a Wednesday night. Oh, I have a few different choices. What? Oh, I get it. Okay. Yeah, I'm not rating the sleep stream. That is an absolute no-go. I just rated them yesterday. Let's check the Discord then. All the Discord channels not there. Maybe? Maybe. We'll see. I like to keep it to VTubers though. Nope. 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 No. No. Oh no, I could just do no raid. You know what? Sure. Hang on. It's been a bit since I've raided this person. They're doing Stardew. And they're talking about Pokemon, which is fitting since Pokemon is the stream that this is the thing that this stream has been about. So yeah, go check about go talk about Pokemon. Okay, so here's the schedule for the rest of the week. I've already talked about it before, but it may as well talk about it again. So tomorrow we're doing Mario Kart with Let's Jays, my good buddy, good streaming buddy. It'll probably be an afternoon stream. Although if it's not out by the time that stream starts, we'll have to compromise on something else. Oh no, I'll have to talk about it with him later. But yeah, Mario Kart will be tomorrow, which is fun. And on Friday is... I need to get the actual title right. I know that it's Strong Bad. Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People is on Friday. It's going to be episode 1. And I hope you check out the stream then, because that's going to be a fun game. I think. Maybe. Hopefully. I'll see you later for more streams and stuff. Bye. Stream may be over, but if you're still here, you're awesome.